Guys, Michael Essien has been trending on social media since morning because of what he said about Thomas Partey, Inaki Williams, and also Antoine Semenyo in an interview. We are going to take a look at that. We're also going to talk about Kamaldeen Sulemana, a player I was praising some few days ago, only for me to hear today that he's injured. And also the coach of Southampton has given an update concerning the injury and also the expected return of Kamaldeen Sulemana. So we are going to talk about that and many more live here. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with Michael Essien, a legend of the club Chelsea and also Ghana national team with the Black Stars. Today, he held an interview with Gary Smith on Sporty FM radio, and a lot was discussed, but then one particular response to a question got him trending on social media. Now he was asked, between him, Michael Essien, and also Thomas Partey, who plays better in their prime? As simple as that. Now, the answer Michael Essien gave got a lot of people talking. I'm going to give you the response very quickly. You can see that on your screen. Now, this is what Michael Essien said. He said that I will never put myself ahead of Thomas Partey. It is two different generations, so I'll let you put Thomas Partey ahead. He's a guy that I love, and I speak to him every now and then. Now, upon hearing this, the fan base are like, nah, Michael Essien, you cannot tell us that. Arsenal fans, on the other hand, are saying, we support you, Michael Essien. Chelsea fans are saying, no, Michael Essien, no, we'll put you ahead and put Thomas Partey just under you. So don't do that. And the argument is still going on social media, but guys, the ball is in your court. Between Michael Essien and also Thomas Partey, who is far better in their prime, who is far better? Let me know that answer down below in the comments. Now, that wasn't all. After Michael Essien was asked, the national team, the Black Stars, we have seen foreign-born players like Inaki, Williams, semenyo come into the fold, but they are not firing, they are not scoring goals, they are not providing that assist we see them do in their club side for the national team. And this was Michael Essien's response. I'm going to read that very, very quickly. He says that sometimes we are funny. When we see these Ghanaian born in Europe, blah, 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 we invite them into the national team. And then when things are not going well, we say, oh, they don't fit in. They don't know our culture. For me, that is a bit, then he used the B word, a bit bullshit. That's what he used. Let me just say it like that. Excuse my language. But then that is coming from Michael Essien. You see, the truth of the matter is Michael Essien is not far from the truth. What he said is actually what is happening now. Unless Ghana does not see a player playing outside, we will start hyping the player from home here. That no, we should go in for this player. Only for that player to wear the Black Star jersey in the national team, and they don't score. And we are like, how come this player performs very well for club side? They are not performing very well for national team. Michael Essien has given you a response. And guys, for me, from my side, I agree with him. But let me also know from you, do you agree with Michael Essien? Let me know that down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that Michael Essien interview and talk about Emmanuel Adebayor. He held an interview and then he talked about a young player at Arsenal called Miles Lewis Kelly. And now, whilst advising the player, he told the player that the player should learn from Thomas Partey. I'm going to read to you exactly what Adebayor said, advising Miles Lewis Kelly. Now, he says that when you are young, playing in big games like this, it's a dream. It is beautiful to see how confident he is, but then confidence can sometimes lead you astray. He needs to keep learning and take lessons from players like Thomas Partey and Ben White. That is how he will ensure a long and successful career. And this is Adebayor, advising a younger player at Arsenal, telling him that, young man, you need to learn from your seniors like Thomas Partey and also Ben White. It looks like all these ex-players, when they hold interview one way or the other, they mention Thomas Partey in their interview. And I think maybe Thomas Partey is doing something right. Only Arsenal fans are not seeing that. Now, speaking of Arsenal, their next game is against Wolves. Arteta, how many times did I call you? 3 times. Don't play Thomas Partey at right back. Play him in midfield. Wolves are fufule. You can score them. So play Thomas Partey in midfield. Let him allow Declan Rice play that number 8 role freely. That is all we want. we don't want to talk too much. So, guys, after that game, we'll come here with the reaction and also the analysis. But then that is the update with Thomas Partey and what Michael Essien had to say about him, and also Emmanuel Adebayor. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Kamaldeen Sulemana. Like I get a chance here, I go cry right now. Because I don't understand Kamaldeen Sulemana's situation. Should we do fasting and prayers? Or should we pour libation for the player? He was doing well just on few matches. He played for Southampton. Few days ago, I even talked about him. And I was like, hey, if this player can stay fit for Southampton, playing like this, my summer transfer window is going to be a hot cake. Only for us to hear a report that Kamaldeen Sulemana is injured. And in the pre-match press conference, Southampton coach Ivan Juric had a lot of things to say about that particular injury. I'm going to read it out very quickly. Now, this is what he said. He said he won't play, referring to Kamaldeen Sulemana. He won't play against Newcastle United as he has a little injury. He has a little problem with his hamstring, and our medical staff are worried about that because he has had problems in the past. I think and I hope it is nothing. And from Monday, he will start training with the team. And this is coming from the coach of Southampton. To me, I just pray there is nothing serious, because if it's something serious, one player, so many problems. One player, so many problems. It's too much. So in my own opinion, Kamaldeen Sulemana, see, if things are not working, he should come home. Let's use some neem tree and a champion leaves. He will drink it, and then the baby run now. Then all the injuries will leave, because right now it's becoming too much. He should come home and let's give him some local remedy. It is very, very important. But then, guys, that's on the lighter side. But then this is the update on Kamaldeen Sulemana's injury. I'm not happy about it, but we hope it is a minor injury. Now, let's move away from Kamaldeen Sulemana and talk about Jerry Afriyie, a very young player. A lot of people are, looking at him like the next Asamoah Gyan. This player did so well when he had his debut with the national team, the Black Stars. He played his first game and banged in a goal when we played in the AFCON qualifiers, our last game against Niger. He scored a goal for Black Stars, a very young player who has progressed through the national teams, the youth team. Now everybody is looking at him like, wow, this is the next guy. Now the latest update with this player is that in Ghana here, he was playing for Tot FC. Now from Tot FC, he has been signed by Saudi Arabian club qadsiah. Yes, that's the team that signed him. I hope I got the pronunciation right. Qadsiah. Now, the team signed him on a 3-year contract, and the team is going to loan him to Spanish outfit CD Lugo. Yes, CD Lugo. So, I'm just hoping that on loan for the rest of the season, he improves as a player, because moving away from Ghana and playing in a different environment is different. And we just hope that he learns there and can return to the Saudi Arabian club. The Saudi Arabian club is like the whole Saudi Arabian league. The Pro League is really developing with a lot of, big name players in there. Cristiano Ronaldo is there. A lot of big name players are there. So having this player do well on loan as CD Lugo, and if he's able to return to Saudi Pro League, oh boy, he could score a lot of goals for his club. He could end up getting a transfer to Europe. I just hope that it works out well for the player, because looking at how well he did with the under-20s in the Waffle Zombi tournament, for him getting a call-up into the Black Stars, he's one for the future. And I just hope that his transfer goes on well for him. For me, I just hope that everything goes on well for him. I just pray and wish him nothing but the best. I would have wished that he would play in the Saudi Pro League now, but then the team has decided to send him on loan to CD Lugo for the rest of the season. Now, let's move away from him and talk about Prince Kwabena. Now, if you follow the Europa League very well, there is a Ghanaian player doing so well for Victoria Pleasant. Now, Victoria Pleasant yesterday beat Anderlecht, and this Ghanaian player was on the score sheet for his club side. But then what he's doing in the Europa League is not being talked about enough. And this player is a former Bechem United player. Now, after leaving Bechem United, he went to Ukrainian side Krivbas. And then from Krivbas, he signed for Victoria Pleasant. And so far in the Europa League, out of 6 games, he has scored 3 goals and given 1 assist. In every game he has played, if he scores a goal or gives an assist, Victoria Pleasant does not lose in the Europa League. That shows you how good the player is. I know by now, GFE, the scouts there, the technical team, almost so many go on the player. We just hope that, they are looking at him, at least they are considering him. Let's bring in players who are performing. He's a Ghanaian. He played for Bechem United before leaving the country. He's doing well in the Europa League. Let's not ignore him and go and bring a player who was born outside that we don't know. A word to a wise is enough. Now, let's move away from that and come to Asante Kotoko. Let's come home. If I do like this, let me go back a bit. If I do like this, Asante Kotoko fans know who I'm about to talk about. Yes, I'm about to talk about Kwame Poku, who signed for Asante Kotoko, his second spell in January 2025. Now, this player is becoming the fan favorite. This player banks in goals anyhow for Asante Kotoko. And I think this is good because, you see, in March, the Black Stars are going to play. And for this player, I just believe he's making a name for himself so he can get a call up back to the Black Stars. He has been in the Black Stars squad before. This will not be his first time. But I just hope that, looking at his performance now, in the Black Stars, we don't have an out-and-out number 9. As it stands now, all the number 9s we have been shifted to the wing side. Inaki has been shifted to the right wing. Semenyo is being shifted to the left wing. Even Jordan Ayew, who plays our number 9, occasionally he's being shifted to the wings. So we don't have an out and out number 9. So having Kwame Poku perform very well with Asante Kotoko banging in goals, a player who is fan favorite at the Adebayor Sports Stadium. Oh, Otuado, this one, if you don't call this player, we'll have an issue with you, because if you really want the fans behind you, Asante Kotoko fans, if definitely you are going to play some of these games at Babayara, then you need someone the fans love, someone who is already performing in the Ghana Premier League, and Kwame Poku is that guy. He's doing so well. So guys, this is how we end today's video, and I'm ending with Kwame Poku's goal celebration. If I do like this, Asante Kotoko fans, you know who I'm talking about. Kwame Poku. My name is Adam. I'll see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.